welcome back to our channel IELTS Winner. Hope you all are doing fine. So today we are going to see the free IELTS writing task 1 general IELTS lesson number 4, and that is how to write an apology letter. So we will see some of the vocabs that needs to be used for formal and informal tone, what can be the basic template. There is no template for letters, but yes, this will help you to understand how you can construct your letters and a sample answer using them. These are proven methods that are used by 8+ band receivers, and these are going to cover all the 4 marking criteria that are essential to get high bands in your writing task 1 of general IELTS. If you haven't watched our previous lessons, that is 1 to 3, do go on our channel, subscribe, and under the playlist of general writing task 1, learn the basic structure and how to write complaint and request letter. Let's start today's class. First of all, when should we write the formal apology? Okay, so there is formal and informal letters. As we all know, there are 3 types of tone that we need to use in our IELTS letters. That is formal, when you're writing officially or to a person you don't know. Informal, when you're writing to your friend or relative. And semi-formal, again related to official but not in office, or writing to your maybe your neighbors and so. So when should we write formal or semi-formal letters? When you miss a meeting or a deadline at office, you need to write a formal apology. So maybe today you had a meeting related to the profit or loss segment and you missed it due to some personal commitments. Then you are going to write an apology letter to your manager that why you were late and what you will do to compensate it, and next time you will not repeat it. So we'll write an apology, explain the scenario due to which you were unable to join, and then you will say remedies, what you are going to do to make up for the loss. So this is what mainly in an apology letter you need to cover. What are they? You have to first apologize. You need to say sorry for not attending. Then you will explain the reason why you didn't attend or why you missed or whatever the reason for missing any formal place. And the third is that what you will do to cover up the loss. That is, you were not in the meeting, so what you will do to cover that up. You missed something, you forgot something, or you did something wrong. So what are you offering to compensate that loss or that time? So these are the 3 things that you need to cover in an apology letter. Whatever the question is, these 3 things are going to be the basic things that you need to write. So when you have missed a meeting or a deadline at office, you write a formal apology. When you arrived late at office, when you were unable to attend some office related event like your celebration, a client meeting for bonding between 2 companies, they have some dinner parties and all, so if you missed them. When you had to suddenly move out of a meeting or event due to some unavoided circumstances, you have to leave the meeting or the premises for in between, then you write an apology letter. When you're not going to some interview or job, so maybe you received a job invitation letter, but due to prior commitments you are unable to attend that interview and on that particular day, then you are going to write an apology that I will not be able to attend the interview on this particular date, please change the time or change the day, something like that. So and then again you need to apologize. When informal, that's very easy. Whenever you are missed a birthday party, a wedding celebration, an anniversary, or any function related to your friends and relatives, you say sorry for that. When you broke or didn't return your friends or relatives things, so you borrowed a book or a pencil or even glass maybe, and you forgot to return it, so you're just going to say sorry. In real life we don't say to our friends, we just say I forgot, it's okay. But in IELTS letter we are going to say that I'm sorry that I was unable to return your book. So we need to be sophisticated people in IELTS writing. So yes, whenever you forget, you borrowed and you forgot to return, or you forgot to attend something, function related to your friends and relatives, you say sorry. So the tone for formal and informal will be very different. Therefore, tone plays a very key role in deciding whether your letter is going to be a formal one or the informal one. For example, in your formal letters, it is very rare that we say, sorry, I'm sorry that I forgot. No. In informal letter, it's very rare that we say, I apologize, I regret for the inconvenience. If you are writing to a friend, it is very rare. I don't think it's actually possible that we are going to say, hi Sam, I regret to inform you that I have broken or I missed your anniversary party. No, I don't think. Friends, you will just tear the letter and throw it away and get even more angrier. So in informal, we say sorry, excuse me, I feel very low. All these easy language. But when we are apologizing to our manager or to some neighbor, then we are going to be a bit more sophisticated with our language. That is, I apologize, I regret for the inconvenience caused, I feel low or I feel down that I have caused some problem to you and all those things. So we need heavy language, bit formal language that we will see later on. Now, what's the template? How are we going to write a formal letter? What should we include? So as we know, when we get a question, we have the introduction of the question like you were invited to a meeting by your manager, but due to some personal commitments, you were unable to attend it. So these lines, the first two lines of the letter tells you the situation, the scenario which decides whether we are writing formal or informal letter. Then the question comes, write a letter to your manager or write a letter to your friend. So this line, write a letter to someone, this line indicates whether we are going to use the formal language or the informal language and what our greeting should be, or the sign off should be, whether we are going to write you faithfully, you sincerely, or see you soon, lots of hugs, best of luck, all these simple ones. So these lines will decide the tone of our letter. And then there will be three bullet points, may or may not be, but if there are bullet points, you are going to cover those bullet points in 3 or 2 paragraphs. You can write 3 bullet points in 3 paragraphs if you think they are not correlated with each other. If you think that 2 bullet points are interrelated with each other and you need not write 2 separate paragraphs from them, you can include them in one single paragraph itself. So this is how we need to analyze the question, decide the paragraphs, and then start writing. So when you start writing, you first need to put on your greetings. You cannot just start writing, I am writing this letter to blah blah blah. No, first you need to greet the person you are writing. It's a basic manner. So you will say, as it is formal letter, we are going to write in 2 ways. So if you know the person, that is your manager, your neighbor, you know the person, you know their name. When you know the person is male or female and you know their name, you are going to write surname. Dear Mr. Smith, dear Mr. Cullen, dear Mr. Sam, something like that. So you will write dear, Mr. and then you will write the surname. On the other scenario, you don't know the person, like you're complaining to a shop or you're complaining to a bank person or you're complaining to someone who you have never met and you don't know whether they are male, female or what's their name and whatsoever. So when you don't know the person, then you write dear sir or madam. It's the basic thing. So you will start your letter with these greetings, dear Mr. blah blah blah, if you know the person, and if you don't know, you will say dear sir or madam. Next comes the purpose para. So what is the purpose para? What are you writing the letter for? Is it apology letter? It is request letter? It is application, job application letter? So this must be very clearly stated in your first paragraph itself, that what is this letter about? Many students do not write this. They just write that hope you are doing well. I was unable to attend the meeting and I'm so sorry for it. Blah, blah, blah. It is not very clear whether you are ordering, requesting, apologizing or asking for some permission. It is not clear. That will reduce your task achievement mark. So it is always better that you introduce the purpose of writing the letter. So dear Mr. Smith, I am writing this epistle to apologize for the inconvenience caused by my absence in the meeting, something like that. So it very clearly says that this letter is about apology, and today we are covering apology letter, so we will of course see that line only. So this is how you can write your purpose paragraph. Purpose paragraph should be about your introduction. If it asks, if you are writing, if you are apologizing to some job applicant person, then you will first write who you are and then you will say why you are apologizing. If you are writing to your manager or the neighbor, you don't need to introduce yourself because they know you. You'll just start writing that why you are writing this letter, and then you will explain something that is going to be in your letter. If you think that bullet point 1 can be included in paragraph 1 itself, that is, if the question is like apologize for, so you are anyhow going to write in your first purpose paragraph that this letter is about apologizing. So again, there is no need to write one more paragraph saying again I apologize. It's repetitive and you will not have much to write as a 1-2 statement. How many times are you going to apologize for the same thing? It's like irrelevant and stupidity. So if you think that bullet point 1 can be covered in the purpose paragraph, then it's okay, just include whatever the question is asking. Simple. In letters, do not complicate with so many ideas. Okay, I have seen many students writing very complicated essay type letters. Guys, it's just letter. Okay, how will you write a letter to all of you taking Ielts? Most of them are either students or working professionals. So you know when you write a letter, if you write a letter to a principal and you're going to say apologize again and again, she will become irritated. Or if to a manager, he will not read also. So keep it simple, keep it formal, and point to the point. It's always better to write the letter to the point without making so much backgrounds, blah blah blah. No, keep it simple, keep it lazy, and count is 150 words, so you cannot write too much explanation as well. You have to be within 150 to 170. That's the best length for your letters. So try to avoid repeating your ideas or try to request or apologize or invite again and again in every paragraph. No, once said, once done is done. Just move on. So this is how we can write our purpose paragraph. So I am writing this epistle. So you can write this letter, or epistle is a bit more formal. I have just included it. If you want, you can write or you can just omit. I am writing this epistle to express my deep regrets for. So instead of saying apologize, because I am going to say apologize maybe in my conclusion para or in my body para somewhere. So I am writing deep regrets for not attending the profit meeting or not attending the event organized or dinner party organized. Whatever the question prompt is, we are just going to paraphrase it and write it here in the blue space. So you just need to paraphrase the question and write it here, saying to express my deep regrets for blah blah blah. I'm sorry that, again the other line of the question. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't show up for the meeting due to personal blah blah blah. Okay, so explain that. So bullet point 1 in apology letter, the bullet point 1 will be mostly about apologize. So you can write it here itself and finish it within one paragraph instead of writing two. I sincerely hope that you are not inconvenienced by my actions or my mistake or this misunderstanding. So according to the situation, according to the place, whether meeting or whether some event or whether some call for action, okay, like you were called to give a presentation but you misunderstood that it was not on Monday but it was on Tuesday and you missed it, so misunderstanding. So according to the purpose, according to the question prompt, you will choose any one. Don't write all three, choose any one. So not inconvenienced by my action, or not inconvenienced by my mistake, or not inconvenienced by this misunderstanding. So anyone. So 3 lines, 3 to 4 lines, 3 lines, 1 paragraph, purpose. Very clear that this letter is about showing apology and what how you feel and what this is going to talk about. So this is what is purpose para for formal letter. Next is the paragraphs, the bullet point 1 or 1 and 2, and according to the purpose. Okay, so if you have written bullet point 1 in your purpose paragraph itself, mostly what I feel, bullet point 1 is mostly in apology letter is covered in the paragraph 1 itself when we give the purpose. So Next will be your bullet point 2, and the third paragraph will be your bullet point 3, or 1 2 2 3 1 3. According to the question, according to the bullet points interrelation, you can change. But see that each paragraph is about 4 lines, maximum 5 lines. I don't think much we can write. Don't go for elaborative explanations like essays. No, 3 to 4 lines, well explained, good formal language, and you are done. Do not forget to use phrases, of course, because it is formal language. You need to use phrases. Now let me explicate the reason for this scenario. So why I was unable to attend the meeting, or why I left the meeting in between, or why I didn't attend the event, or so whatever the situation you were, because of which you are apologizing. The explanation part comes here in your second body paragraph. So let me explicate the reason for this scenario. Explicate, explain. Let me explain the reason. Let me tell you the reason for this situation, or for my negligence, or whatever you may write. This template is not like you have to follow it word by word. This is just to give an idea that how you can construct your paragraphs, what phrases you can include, or how you need to start, how you need to include points, how you need to explain. So this is just a sample type of essays. Okay, letters are not like essays. It can vary according to your situation, your standing of the event. So just take the idea that how you should construct the paragraphs, how you can explain, or what you can include, and then according to it gather your thoughts and construct your own. Don't follow word by word and then say that I got less mark. I never recommend to follow the templates blindly. Use them to improve your writing skills, just that. Okay, so once you said, now you need to explain the reason for not attending meeting was blah blah blah. So explain the point because of which you were apologizing. Okay, why you were not attending, or why you missed. You need to explain the reason. I know how much it meant to you, but so now you will say, you will also show that you know, you can understand how he must be feeling because you missed. So you must also take care that his feelings, what are his feelings, and you must explain that. So 3 statements, well explained, good formal language, and you're done. Then the next paragraph, the third body paragraph, or maybe the last body paragraph, your second or third bullet point, or your third bullet point alone. Now you will say what compensation you are going to do for not attending or missing the time. Okay, so last paragraph is all bit about the compensation type. So you have missed something, you made some mistake. Now what are you ready to do to make up to that mistake? Okay, so last paragraph in apology letter is almost always this: to cover up for the aggravation caused by me. So the problem, to cover up for the problem or the misunderstanding or anything caused by me, I would like to now say what you would like to do. So if you missed a meeting, I would like to present my part of meeting on Monday or Tuesday, or I would like to consult my colleague and get minute to minute information about the meeting and go through it to keep myself updated. So whatever you are going to do to make up for the loss, you are going to write it. I assure you that. And now you will assure him that this will not happen, or you will cover up things, or you will make it a point that this doesn't cause any problem to the office or the colleagues or anything. So you'll just make him assured that this will not happen again, or you understand what grave mistake you have made and you will not make it again. So again, 3 statements will explain, good formal language, and you are done. Last conclusion paragraph. So what conclusion? So again, as you can see in introduction, I said I am sorry. Now once again, I'll close this conclusion para or conclusion line, you can say. This is just an last line, once again closing that what this essay, what this letter was about. So if it is apology, I'm saying once again, I sincerely regret missing the activities and hope you understand the unawares. So I'm again saying that I apologize, I regret, I know that I have made a mistake, but I hope that you understand the situation that led to this. Okay, so you can just write like this or change the word according to your knowledge. So this is just the ending, the closing. Any time, any letter with good closing line gives a complete closure to your letters. Okay, so once again, I sincerely regret missing this. Please let me know if you have any further issues. You can just include all these 3 lines in one paragraph. So conclusion and finishing line can be one complete paragraph, or you can just write, please let me know if you have any further issues in the next line, leaving a bit gap. So this is completing. It is completion, that okay, I have apologized, I explained why I am apologizing, then I am giving remedies to cover up my mistake, and then once again I am saying sorry, to say that yes, I know that I have made a mistake, but I hope that you will understand. So I hope that you are convinced that I made a mistake. So you are just making it sure that the person reading the letter once again remembers that okay, fine, he said sorry, and I'm going to say okay, fine, it's okay, move ahead. So it's just to make sure that the person reading is okay with your explanation and is convinced with your explanation. Then after saying this, please let me know if you have any further issues. Please let me know if you want me to do any extra steps to cover up for the mistake, something like that. You just give a finishing line and then you sign off. Do not forget to sign off, as important as your greetings. So if you say hi, hello, dear Mr., you need to say bye bye as well. So you need to say yours sincerely. Okay, so when you know the person, that is your manager, your neighbor, you say you sincerely. When you don't know the person, you say yours faithfully. If you want to learn these vocabulary, there is again a video on in the lesson number 1 of this writing task 1 general. In that we have discussed the common sign off language that need to be used in formal and informal language. So you can just go through that. Okay, so after saying yours sincerely or faithfully, you need to write your full name, Anshu Parijat, or whatever your name is. You need to write your full name when you close your letter. So this is the sample letter. This is the question and this is the answer that I have written, and it's a 8-band letter. Okay, so your boss has called an important meeting, but you will be unable to attend. So he called for a meeting, but you're not going to attend. So you're going to apologize for that. So apologize for your absence. As you can see, apologize for your absence. Bullet point 1 is what I'm going, is the purpose of the letter. So I do not have to write one extra paragraph again to show the same thing. So I will include that in my purpose paragraph itself. So here is my greeting, dear Mr. Sparrow, his surname, dear Mr. Sparrow. I am writing this epistle to express my deep regrets for not attending the annual wind-up meeting going to be held on Saturday the 10th. So whatever the meeting, this is just made up. I have no idea what is wind-up meeting, but I have just written because I don't know what the meetings are. If you know, you can write, or just write anything that relates to some meeting. I'm sorry that in spite of your personal call, I'll be missing it due to some unavailable. So I'm explaining a bit more in brief that why I am sorry. And then I sincerely hope that you are not inconvenienced by my actions. Okay, so you are convinced. Now I'm going to explain why you have to convince. So let me explicate the reason for the scenario. So explain why you will not be able to attend. So I am going to explain the reason. So reason is I was visit my father-in-law, blah blah blah. I know how much it meant to you that I present the reports, but unfortunately, present situation. So if you can see, I'm using lots of formal languages, holding me back, and phrases, collocations, fulfilling my words given to you. So I'm not using, I'm sorry that I'm not able to come, I have to go visit my father, it was well. I'm not using simple day-to-day language. I'm using formal language because I'm writing to my boss. So formal tone, collocations and phrases play a vital role in your letters of formal tone. So you need to use them. Next is what you will do to make up for absence. So now the remedy, the last paragraph is about the remedy. What I am ready to do for making up to this missed meeting. So to cover up for the aggravation caused by me, I would like to give my point of view and explanation to the team on Monday. So tomorrow I'll not be joining, but on Monday I'll join and I explain my point, my side on that meeting to make things clearer and more accurate. I assure you that my absence in the meeting will not hinder the understanding of the report. So you will make sure, you will do something to make sure that it doesn't stop the meeting in any way or confuse people in any way. So you are assuring what you're going to do. Now the ending. Once again, I sincerely regret missing the same thing as I have written. Okay, please let me know if you have any further issues. So as you can see, I have included the closing line, all the 3 lines in one go, and then I have given the sign of yours sincerely, Sam Cullen. So my full name, don't write Sam, don't write Cullen, my full name. You have to write full name in your formal letters. So this is how we form an apology letter. The purpose, which includes clearly what this letter is about, and then the bullet points explain and what. Mostly this is what one paragraph will be about the purpose, that is you apologizing. One paragraph will be about why you are not attending or why you are apologizing, and last paragraph will be about what you will do to recover from that. So this is about formal language. Now moving to informal tone. This one is very easy. Sorry, I missed you. It's very easy because I'm writing to my friend or relatives. I'm not going to use heavy words. I regret, inconvenience caused, and blah blah blah. No putting stones on his head. So we are just going to keep it simple in informal tone, saying simple sorries. So you can write any of these greetings. Dear Sam, hi Sam, hello Sam, any simple, because you are not going to say dear Mr. Sam to your friend. He will think, what the hell is wrong with this guy? So you're just going to say hi dear Sam, hi Sam, hello Sam, dear Sam. Now the purpose, there we wrote I regret, I I apologize to you, or I feel a regret to inform you that I am not be able to blah blah blah. We said heavy words. Now what are we going to say here? So first, in letter, as we are writing to our friend or family, we are first going to wish him or ask him about his good thing. It's always good to start informal letter with this. I hope that you are in radiant health, or hope you are doing well. Uh, it's been long that I have been meaning to write you, or it's been since we met, something like that. You're just going to start the conversation in very casual way. Do not start writing, I am writing this letter to inform you. No, just hi, hello, and then ask how he is, tell how you are, and then start your letter. But don't go for 3 line explanation of how you are or how she is, and just go for simple 1 line. So I hope that you are in radiant health. The reason for me to write to you is simple, to say how sorry I am for whatever the purpose is. So if the letter says that you borrowed the book and you forgot to listen, so you will say, the reason for me to write to you is simple, to say sorry, to say how sorry I am for forgetting to return your book. Simple language. The reason is to say sorry. Why? The purpose. So you need to keep the language very simple. Okay. Reason. Say sorry instead of saying I apologize for not returning your book on time. No. He is your friend, not your boss. So you just say I'm sorry. I know it doesn't make up for the mistake, but I really want to tell this. So I'm not writing sorry for the inconvenience caused. Whatever we wrote in the formal language, we are not going to repeat it. We are going to keep it very simple, like we're talking to our friend. I know it doesn't make up. So saying sorry doesn't make up, but I really want to say. So in friends, we do not say sorry, we thank you. No, filmy dialogues, the movie dialogues. There is no thanks or sorry in friendship. But here we're just giving a scenario. We're just building up that we are very good. We are showing our friend that we have good sophisticated manner, and we are saying sorry. So we just have to show our simple language that though it will not make any difference, but still I have to say that I'm sorry, yaar, I didn't send your book back. Now the body paragraphs. It again is going to be 2 body paragraph. One for saying that why you didn't return or why you are saying sorry, and other what you will do. So maybe mostly you will call him back, or you'll return that in time, or you will catch up some other time. This is what basically is about the last paragraph. So the second paragraph is the reason why you are saying sorry. So the fact is that, so here I am starting with the phrase, the fact is that. Here I am not saying, let me explain my situation to you. No, I'm just saying that the fact is that I am, or I was. Okay, so present according to the tone, according to the tense of the question. you are going to change it. So I was elated that you wrote to me, or I am elated. So according to the question tense, you will choose what one to write. So the fact is that I am elated that the event or thing you missed. Okay, so if it was a birthday celebration and you were invited, so you will say the fact is that I was elated that you are celebrating your 25th birthday, but blah blah. Or the fact is that I was elated to know that you have been given the best employee award and they are conducting a facilitation ceremony for you, something like that. So whatever the call was, whatever the reason for missing, or what are the reason for saying sorry to him was, you need to paraphrase that and write it here. But my bad luck at the same time. So now why you were not attending? But my bad luck at the same time, I happened to go and pick up my father, or I happened to visit my relative, or at the same time guests arrived at my home to blah blah blah, anything. The reason why you were not able to attend, or why you will not able to give back the book, whatever the reason, you need to explain that. And the last, I am downcast for the sadness I have caused you. So here I am using informal language. As I have to keep in mind that lexical resources are also essential, I need to write something that has to show my lexical resource. So I am writing an informal. I am downcast for the sadness I. So I am very sad for the sadness I have caused you. But let me make it up to you. So now I know that I missed your birthday party. I didn't send your book back. I know that it caused you some sadness. So let me make it up to you. So what I'm going to do it? Let's catch up next weekend, or let's meet at my birthday party on 12th. So you will just say what you will do to make up for that. Or, but let me make it up to you. Let's um, let's make a point, or let me make a point that I send you a book by Wednesday through express courier, something like that. So whatever you are going to do to make up for the mistake or the thing that for which you are saying sorry, you need to write that. And then I hope this will at least do some good and bring a smile on you. So yes, you are saying sorry, it will help you bring a smile, because I am apologizing, I'm saying sorry, and I'm doing this to compensate for the mistake. So he may, my friend or my relative, will feel happy. Once again, so again the closing line, again essential. After saying everything and making up, I am again saying sorry. So once again, I am really sorry about all this mess. Hope to hear from you soon. Closing line is again very important. So any one of this, in our formal language we'll write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, but here we are just going to write lots of love, all the best, see you soon, be happy. Any one of them, don't write all of them, any one. So lots of love and your name. Okay, you don't have to write full name, you can just write Anshu. Lots of love, Anshu. See you soon, Anshu. Be happy, all the best. So you just need to be informal, like hi, bye, and you have to write your name. That's it, you are done with your informal letter. So this is the sample letter. Visit friend in England, but important event at home now means that you must change the date. So you were about to meet your friend, but now you cannot. Now you need to apologize, that is say sorry to him. So hi Sam, same thing. Okay, the reason for me to write you simple, to say sorry, I am for not coming to see you on the set date of 10th May. So I was about to see him on 10th, but now I will not be able to do it. I know it doesn't make up for the mistake, but I really need to say this. Tell this, that is say sorry. The fact is that I was elated that I am going to see you. So it is in futuristic. Okay, I was elated to go and meet him. So I was elated that I'm going to see you in England in a couple of days and have a memorable time with my best buddy. But my bad luck, at the same time, I came to know that my final M exam. But at the same time, I knew that on 10th May itself, my exams are going to be announced. When I was about to book tickets. So I felt like screaming and just leaving the exam and run to you. But you know how important the degree is for my career. So I am explaining what the reason is and how I feel. And then the last, what I'm going to do, let's plan our exotic time in June when I am done and dusted with my stupid exam. Okay, exams are stupid though. But in Corona, everyone is happy because no one is going to attend any exam whatsoever. Do keep yourself at home, guys. Do not go out. Be safe. India is at very, very, very dangerous position. So do not go out for anything. Let's plan our exotic time in June when I'm done and dusted with my stupid exam. We'll have the planned holiday as it were, just a bit late. So I'm going to meet you, but a bit late. So I'm just saying what I'm going to do. Okay, so how I'm going to make up by meeting in June instead of 10th May. I hope this will bring at least some good and bring a smile on you. Once again, I'm really sorry. Lots of love and money. So this is simple, informal tone. So I hope you now know how to construct your apology letter for both formal and informal letter. For many more videos and latest materials and shorts, vocabularies, do subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends and family so that everyone can benefit not only about writing IELTS but also general English can be improved. If you know how to write an apology letter, it is better to write anywhere. Okay, and we are going to start a 7-day intensive IELTS course starting from May 1st. So if you want to enroll, just mail us at ieltswinners1@gmail.com and we will enroll you for the class. Okay, so see you soon in the next video. See you. Bye bye.